Good morning. When I walked in, people asked me how I was, and I said, I'm fine. I'm here. I'm glad to be anywhere. When you become my age, um, every morning when I wake up, I'm very grateful. So Thanksgiving happens every single day since I've been 85 and about to be older than that. So, how many of you have been thinking about peace in the world? It's disturbing to me. And I got the textbook out last night and just, open to my whatever, God's favorite for me at that moment. And it said, peace cannot be com- achieved if you are disturbed. Peace cannot be achieved if you are disturbed. And I thought, oh my gosh, the whole world's disturbed. And as religious scientists, I think we need to really be vigilant about what we're thinking, what we're focusing on, how we respond. I've become very aware of my emotional responses to the television when I see the pictures of the destruction and everything that's going on. And so I I was reminded this past week that I I've been in this teaching over 50 years, and by this point, this is what I tell myself, I should be able to handle my emotions in a greater way than what I'm doing right now because of what I'm seeing. And so I'm trying not to be hard on myself, but yet I want to be able to practice this teaching to the fullest. And I haven't been doing that because I'm so disturbed by what I see and how the world, it seems like we're pitted against one another and all the things that are going on. And I need to refocus. And so this morning, I picked up my trusty little book, Paramahansa Yogananda's Metaphysical Meditations, and opened to the page 4. And it's a prayer for a united world. So this is what I'm going to share this morning, this prayer. And then in thinking about this, I thought about Jesus when he was out on the Sea of Galilee in that little boat, and the storm came upon them, and it was roiling, and they were being tossed about by the waves. And the disciples were really afraid, which I would be too. But he got up and stood in the boat and said, "Peace, be still. Peace, be still." That's what we ought to be able to do within ourselves. And then that's what we bring to the world. So that's my goal, is to be able to look at conditions, but not react to them the way I have been. It's just so foreign to me to see this disturbance. And I'm determined to be able to see beyond the appearance and declare the good. So I hope you will join with me as well. So here's what I want to share. And then in the silence, if you can just maybe take peace, be still. That's what Jesus said. We have the same power that he did. And we can do it if we put our minds to it. So here we go. If you want to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just let go of everything I just said. Because in truth, there really is no disturbance in the mind of God. And the mind of God is the peace and the presence and the power and the beauty, the glory of God that is right here within each one of us. So we're calling on that this morning to move through us in a new way, to allow the presence of this infinite Spirit Almighty, the one absolute power, to come forth into expression through us, and to listen to the words of a master teacher, Yogananda, who absolutely knew this truth. And this is what he spoke. May the heads of all countries and races be guided to understand that men of all nations are physically and spiritually one. Physically one because we are the descendants of common parents, the symbolic Adam and Eve, and spiritually one because we are the immortal children of our Father, Mother God, bound by eternal links of brotherhood and sisterhood. Let us pray in our hearts for a league of souls and a united world. Though we may seem divided by race, creed, color, class, and political prejudices, still, as children of the one God, we are able in our souls to feel brotherhood and world unity. May we work for the creation of a united world in which every nation will be a useful part, guided by God through men's enlightened conscience. In our hearts, we can all learn to be free from hate and selfishness. Let us pray for harmony among the nations, that they march hand in hand through the gate of a fair new civilization. And so, peace, be still. And taking a deep breath, bringing your awareness back into the room, giving thanks for a new focus, a focus in the a peace in the heart and the mind, knowing that God is at the center of every activity, that divine right action is taking place, that there's only love, and that love abounds and carries each one of us into the next week in a greater way than we've ever experienced. So I give thanks, I let go, I let it be, and we say together, and so it is. And I invite you to stay for the Taizé service that's going to be happening at